back.
Yeah, I mean, I might have
Or
like
as
a
Steven Universe would say,
disease.
they're polite. Okay, a disease.
Yeah, like
I might have some kind of disease.
there's like a disease in my family that makes it so it's like it's hard to stand up for a long time, and like our bones are like bendy or like rigid or
So
or
like scoliosis.
no, well, yeah, that too, but unrelated. Um,
True. But hello
EDS.
everybody, and welcome to another show exchange. It's 1 month of show exchange. That's incredible. It's a feat. It's taken a lot. More than you might think.
Not for me. Haha.
Man, we all got stuff.
I don't got a day job. I don't got a night job.
I got a what's not day or night, but a time you can still work at.
I don't know. I feel like it's either day or night.
Shit, yeah. Anyway, we got some news today. They fucking they done arrested Dom Lennon, dude, from CNN. They got him.
Yeah, man. Wow. And so this guy, he used to work with the Beatles.
No. He used to work at CNN, and now he's doing his own YouTube channel. Hoity-toity, I know, right? But
Wow.
fucking yeah, man. He was covering a protest at a church like weeks ago, and they're just now arresting him. It's not even like they arrested him at the protest. They arrested him like at his house or some shit. I haven't seen that much about it.
Oh,
And it's fucking
Lemon.
crazy. Yeah, man. Lemon or fucking whatever, dude.
Wow. Oh man, it's like a real guy.
You thought I was making this up?
No, no, not that. I just, it's just like actually seeing him. It makes it feel so much more real. Than just. I mean, imagine if I told you like, fucking, Jimmy Apple got run over by a bus. Like,
Damn, I don't know that guy. But yeah, man, they used the KKK, the anti-KKK law, to arrest 4 black people protesting ICE. It's insane work, dude. A law like intended to stop like racists from violently preventing black people from voting is now being used against peaceful protesters.
wow. I mean, just goes to show what happens when you try to change things.
Yeah, man, you gotta. And I think it goes to show what happens when you stand around, man. They're gonna arrest you anyway. Shit, man. Shmoyo said it, not me, man. Look
Are,
it up.
are, are you advocating for any form of action on this show, Joey?
No,
Gregory?
no. I advocate to keep listening to the show and play video games.
Stay safe.
Clearly.
Keep your
Yeah,
nose
stay
down.
safe.
Just keep your head down and do the work.
Yeah, but keep your head on a swivel as well. Yeah,
Spread them.
speaking of keeping your head on a swivel, man, I was looking around today, man, and I saw something cool, dude. Game Freak has a new game coming out in like a few months. Beasts of Reincarnation, and this kind of goes into the what you're playing because you're playing a Game Freak game right now. They're the Pokemon boys,
Yeah. Oh,
and they're
boys,
finally
plural.
yeah. There's a lot of guys over there.
I was judging by like the quality. I assumed it was a solo dev.
No.
But no, it's all right. It's all right,
It
right?
looks okay. It
There's
looks
lots of good
okay.
solo dev games. It's a compliment if anything. Undertale.
Yeah, but they're not working with Nintendo on this, so we'll be able to play it on the Cinco.
Oh, okay. Wow. I
Anyway, yeah,
mean,
but you are playing Pokemon
I don't
though.
know. Where's my soul?
So
I feel bad. Where's my heart?
Soul Silver, in fact,
Where's my
and
silver?
yeah, I mean you got it on through completely legal means, and yeah, I mean how's it going for you?
Oh, I mean, it's fine. I mean, I'm knocking out a bunch of animals with my animals, and I'm stopping the harvesting of some of the animals, but not all of the animals. Um,
Well, I mean, when you say you mean Rocket, Team Rocket.
yeah.
Yeah.
Team Rocket, they're there. You know, well, I mean,
Who's your? Can you tell the good people who you picked as your starter?
that would be Montgomery Gator.
Real Southern boy here. Real Southern boy. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm doing the same, playing a little Soul Silver, man. Definitely nostalgic, good on a long car trip, I'll tell you that much. Or if you're
Yeah,
laying in bed.
it's just so hard because like I'm like trying to keep my eyes on the road and like, but I want to
Yeah.
look at the screen, so it's just
That's a
it's
good
like
thing, dude. They
do I
got
look at the
the
road or do I look at the screen? Oh, I don't know which one to do. And then I
man.
crash. Don't text
Oh
and
yeah.
drive. Uh,
Yeah,
so,
don't game and drive,
don't. Well, that's
especially on a completely legal used DS. We're playing on a DS. Nothing,
don't look at
no
your
funny
map and drive.
business. Yeah, don't watch shorts and drive, even though it's tempting. You can't do that.
I don't. I mean, man, there are people who actually do that, man. It's sickening.
I nobody I know, that's for sure.
I think they should be put down.
And that's the only political action we subscribe to. I mean, it's all or nothing here on this pod. But anyway, let's get right into it, dude. We've got a little sequel action going on. We've got Clone Wars season 2 versus My Hero Academia season 2, or Boku no My Hero Academia. If you're a nerd, if you're fucking weeaboo, man, we don't even speak Japanese.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the difference. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't even know if you've even heard of Boku no Piku, but that kind of ruined Boku no titles for me for a while.
Uh, yeah, I've heard of it.
Unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, just to get right into it, I mean, it's really hard to summarize Clone Wars season 2. Do you want to give that a try, son?
I actually no.
You
You
don't.
do it.
No, man. Fucking
Okay.
they got.
All right.
Come on, dude. It's the same shit, dude. They're fighting
It's not the same shit. It gets a little bit
Geonosians
better, I think, in this
a
season.
little. It's the same shit, dude. It's the Clone Wars, man.
All
They've
right,
got
man.
fucking
So like,
clones
yeah,
running
you get
around.
introduction to
It's
the bounty hunters, like, well, not introduction, but further developing on the promise of more bounty hunters that was said in season one. You get more bounty hunters here with Cad Bane stealing a holocron with a list of Jedi names, a list of Jedi babies, Jedi kids, kidnapping a bunch of
crazy.
kids. Um, you also see things like the second Battle of Geonosis, or I'm pretty sure it's the second. Um,
They won't leave those bugs alone. Goddamn it.
well, they keep building those gosh darn droids. This is
Which
where
is
you
their
get
sovereign right.
an introduction to
Right.
Luminara's character. I mean, she's been in the background before, but she's this is where they really start to try to flesh her out. You get worms. You want to go into worms?
Yeah, I thought the worms were all right, but yeah, we can talk a little bit about the worms. But yeah, yeah, just and as its competition, we've got My Hero season 2, one of the great anime seasons of all time, really. Just chock full of great arcs, man. You start off with the tournament arc, which is like an anime classic, having like a really solid tournament arc is a strong notch on a shonen series belt. Then you go straight from that into the internships, where Deku further develops his power of one for all and gets a new metaphor for using it, which is a fish. And they
If you
fight
put this
Stain,
fish in a
who's
microwave, you don't want to smell it.
yeah. I'm sure it smells good. It's like a fried fish. I'm pretty sure it's like fried and sweet, or it's like marinated or something. Probably smells good.
Yeah, man, bro's
Anyway,
imagining it tapping on his
nah,
tongue.
man, it's takoyaki, dude, or some shit, dude. It's like
Yeah, man.
fucking, it's tasty. And you can't talk down on Japanese convenience store food.
Man, I can talk down on anything. Anything they got over there is inferior to what we got over here.
Okay, calm down. You're starting to sound like the Clone Army. Okay, then yeah, they fight Stain. They fight
Clankers.
Stain, which is a really good. And man, one of my favorite arcs in the series, which is really hard for me to decide on, but it still makes the cut. And right after that, they do some actual schoolwork and get tests, but the tests is just them getting their asses kicked by their
Getting
teachers. So.
beat up by irresponsible adults. Irresponsible, weird adults who let their tournament be run and judged by the BDSM superhero. Mind you, there's not a shortage of superheroes. There's plenty of them sitting in the audience
But she has
doing
the
fuck
best.
all.
She has the best
crime
power.
is rampant, I'm sure.
She has the best power to deal with it, dude. Like you even see it in the arc, man. Whenever they get too angry, bro, she just
Get
knocks them
Aizawa
right
down
out,
there.
bro.
Get Aizawa
No
down.
real shit. No weird shit, bro.
No, man, sleep
just
is
knocks
not
them out.
better, honestly. Sleep is not better, because you know what? I mean, you don't know what happens when they fall asleep. You know, what if they...
Yeah, we do. We see it.
what
I
if
mean, they do
they,
chain Bakugo up after knocking him out, but that's unrelated, and they kept all of his.
Man,
It's
get
man.
Aizawa.
They keep her in check. They
Get the
keep
one
her
that-
in check.
They keep her in check. She's talking about how she's getting turned on.
If they got Aizawa, then man, like he would, if he stopped Bakugo from using his power, Bakugo would have just kept pummeling Todoroki, man. He would have just kept beating on him.
I mean, listen, he didn't have to write that.
He didn't have to write it that way.
They didn't have to write it that way, man. Speaking of which, Mineta,
we can just knock this out. We
you
can
want to
just
talk
knock
about
this
Mineta
out. Yeah.
right now? I mean,
Yeah,
the cheerleading
there's,
incident.
the problem.
All
right,
it's like,
man,
oh man, so embarrassing. Oh, so awkward. Oh, dude, no, man, you're a
They
victim.
roll with the punches.
You're a victim.
They roll with the punches, man.
You're being sexually abused, and none of the
Harassed.
adults in your life are helping you.
Yeah, that is true, man. I don't know. Every adult just
it-
lets him get away with it. It's insane.
And they treat it like a joke.
Yeah, man.
I feel like similar things do happen. In nonfiction and fiction, and
it's not
it's
right.
not a joke.
It's not a joke, and it's really a huge stain on the series that doesn't get alleviated until later seasons.
It's
and,
too
like,
little, too late. I think.
I don't think so, because by that point it's already gotten better in so many different ways that it's like man.
I think you should demand more.
I
think you deserve better.
I do deserve better, and I don't like that it's added, but they eventually fix it. But we're not at eventually, are we? We're at peak Mineta, really, and it's just not okay, dude. It's sad to see, such a good show.
And I think about
have to
the
reckon
target
with these types of
audience.
issues. Well, the target audience is teenagers.
And I mean, like,
So
I think about like
sexualizing
Japanese
teenagers
culture.
for teenagers.
Well, no, I'm just thinking about like the behavior that we're seeing, like glossed over. I mean, and then I think
and
about
it's a huge
culture
problem in
and,
Japan.
groping
Yeah.
culture, stuff like that. I think
ridiculous.
it is disturbing, and I'm sure that, I mean, we don't go this hard, I guess, on like I'm sure there's similar awkward, terrible things in American shows we watch, but
Not even close. Not even
okay,
close.
all right, man. I was
if
trying
Mineta
to,
was
I'm
in
not
an
trying to
American
sound,
show, I can't think, like, because we talked about Legion and how much that.
I mean, what's his name?
The decision at the end of season 2 takes away from that. With David and Sid.
But
and
Mineta's
it's
not
like
the lead. He's not the guy.
no, I'm not. He's not the lead, but like he gets enough time where it takes away from it, and it's like at least in Legion they take it seriously somewhat. I haven't seen season 3 yet.
Yeah,
as soon as we're done with this, I'm turning it on. But Man,
Yeah,
it's just
tonally
it sucks. I want to talk
similar
about one of
season
my
3.
favorite anime of all time, and like, man,
There's just
we
this
gotta
big
start off with the Mineta talk.
stain.
Yeah, this purple sticky stain that we can't get rid of. But man, now that we've gotten out of the way, man, there's so much peak in it though.
Speaking of stains,
Once you, I know, once you overlook the sexual harassment, it's a really good show. If you've seen other anime and
I
you've
wouldn't
seen
be
the quote
watching this if I
unquote,
wasn't forced to.
yeah, if you could, yeah. Also, you're like, yeah, older
Forced
at
to is
this
crazy.
point. Like I was saying, like I watched it when I was a teenager, so even though I saw a problem with it, I mean, I was the target audience. So I was like, shit, man, what you want me to do? What you want me to do? I'm just saying, like, yeah, it's the target audience. So it's like, at the time, it was like, yeah, man, I'm sure if I went to high school with these girls, I would find them attractive. Obviously, I wasn't going around, man. I mean, and the sad part is, like, later on in the season, Mineta gets like some decent characterization, some relatable moments, dare I say, and it just you just make it impossible to even want to talk about or mention that. If
Well,
he was like shy
he's
around girls and constantly crushing, that would be one thing, right? But like the fact that they go into like the physical territory constantly is like insane work, dude.
yeah, it is frankly brutal molestation, and
Brutal.
it don't.
Don't
Why are
say it
you
like
laughing?
that. You always use brutal in a comedic context. And it's brutal is like, yeah. I mean, I don't know, dude. He's and his power and his name, especially after the TikTok stuff, right? Now everybody calls, the R word grape, and his name is Grape Rush, dude, or his name is Grape Juice, and his signature move is Grape Rush. Like, man, it's like, dude, come on, dude. What are we doing here?
Yeah, I mean, I did start to see what you were talking about though. In this season, where I mean, speaking of whether this universe is more similar to the X-Men or the Boys, I think I did start to see more of the X-Men, despite there being a lot of similarities to the Boys and the
Speaking
characters
of
like
similarities to X-Men, X-Men is
uh,
another series that sexualizes teenagers constantly.
man,
Or
name
at least
one
it did in its
time.
early series.
Name one time.
Colossus and Kitty Pryde.
Man, I mean, listen, hey, and
I
that's like
mean, the whole
rightfully,
entire team were teenagers when they first started.
yeah, man. Professor X was crushing on Jean.
Nah, yeah, dude. You freaking know this, man. Wolverine crushing on Jean.
Yeah,
Problematic age gap.
man.
It's just like,
Hashtag
man, what's with
not my
nerd culture?
adaptation. Not my adaptation.
What's with this nerd culture and
not my
like
universe.
when did like I don't know, man. Pop culture detectives, great videos on this. But it's like, dude, why does nerd culture have to be equally, rapey? Why can't they be respectful?
Like I've thought about it, and like in my fiction writing, I've actually found it very difficult to include scenes like that to the point where I just don't even bother.
Yeah, of course not. I mean, there's a million reasons not to. It's too difficult to get it right. Oh, geez. No, man, it's just like it's distasteful
It's like,
unless it's
do
going
we
to
have
add
time for
something.
this? I mean,
It's like
ooh.
unless it's going to add something to the narrative, like why even include it at all? I mean,
Yeah, even if
which
it like
in this
adds
case
something,
it's
he
played
has to add something.
comedically,
Yeah.
and it just takes away from this great story. But let's.
I keep trying to escape Mineta. I keep trying. I try to talk about the X-Men.
We will. We'll do this. We'll do this by
X-Men.
we'll do it by we'll talk some Star Wars. Yeah, I think this season is broadly more entertaining than the first. I don't remember any Jar Jar, even though they go to Naboo. When they said, "Oh yeah, we're going to Naboo," I was like, no.
Yeah, Jar Jar lives on Coruscant. I mean, he's
He
not.
moved.
Yeah,
They
man,
moved
he's a senator or something.
Ah, shit. I didn't know he became a senator by that point. because it's all over the place. That's another thing about the show. It's like it's hard to summarize. It's hard to even talk about because while there are arcs, there's no timeline really. I mean, and even when you look at it, it's like since the Clone Wars were such a stagnant period in the timeline, it's like I don't know. It's just like it's got prequel syndrome hard, where nothing really can ever happen. The Jedi can't win too much, and the bad guys can't win too much. And even when either of them win, Palpatine is winning. So it's like, man, what do you even want? I think it does show some good storytelling in like the micro, but like yeah, macro, it's like it's hard to kind of fixate on. I think the Clone Wars is almost more intriguing just as like an offhanded remark cuz I don't know, would it be cooler if they were fighting the clones? I feel like it would be why don't they call it the Droid Wars? I don't know. It was already called the Clone Wars, but they should have been fighting the clones. What was Lucas cooking?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think they did like there was like a pre Lucas Clone Wars that was just like guys
Novel,
fan
yeah.
fiction. Yeah, and it was like Jedi's fighting clones of Jedi's, and but I like what we got with the Clone Wars. I don't think.
I think it's a bad idea executed well. I don't know.
All right.
But yeah, I mean,
Fair
overall,
enough.
I mean, yeah, I think there's also, it's not as serious in the Clone Wars as it is in My Hero because it's not played for comedy, and yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
but
again, Ahsoka multiple
but
times is brutally.
not stop saying brutally. Stop saying brutally because brutal implies something else. Do you want to start that sentence over?
uh, yeah, Ahsoka faces extreme adversity at the hands of many
Slavers.
strangers,
That's
and
like yeah, and like when you talk about like nerd culture as well, like man, like the stuff I see online about Ahsoka, like not even like gooner material, like actual just Star Wars talk. I saw this meme. It was like an adapted green text where Obi-Wan's talking about how they traveled with this barely legal, what is it, Padawan. And man, it was like a porno every day, Luke. And it was just a joke, and it was like massively upvoted. And I'm just like looking at it like, man, like she's like supposed to be a kid, but like that
yeah,
takes
man.
me to what I was gonna
Where's
say.
your
Like it's more a me thing maybe, but like I feel like the Jedi's fixation on children and by extension Palpatine's and the dark sides is kind of crazy and unnecessary. I mean, I don't know, talk about like not needing to write it in that way, but like isn't that like a new thing? And it's like, why? He's only 10.
uh
What do you mean he's too
I
old?
think they
And
bring
like
it up
a
with
lot of
Luke.
kinda.
I think they bring it up in the original trilogy with Luke
I don't think so.
on Dagobah.
I don't
I
think
feel
they
like the
do.
ghosts are talking to each other, and they're like, "Too old he is," and Obi-Wan's like, "But
Yeah.
he's our only hope," and Yoda's like, "No, there is another, but she's also too."
It's good enough. Good enough. Man, but like, yeah, like there's a real fixation on getting kids while they're young. And when that becomes a plot point in multiple episodes, it's like, man, they literally got files full of children they're looking to abduct. Like, I don't know how else I'm supposed to read that, I
I mean,
mean,
I don't. Well, what do you mean? It's not like
it's kind of weird. It's crazy, dude.
I don't. I think you're making a bigger thing out of it as this. I think it is immoral, and I
It's
think it is
like
painted that way. I mean, they're definitely like grooming. I mean, they're effectively. I mean, yeah, they are taking
they're
children.
grooming them to be
Um,
monks and to never have sex. I
yeah.
guess,
And
not
like
with
that
anybody else
they
outside
shouldn't
of
be
blood.
doing that. They don't really have the right to do that. I think the acolyte explores that uh really in a really cool way.
Yeah,
I
we'll get
think,
to it.
yeah.
But
I'll have to wreck it.
yeah, and I'm like, another thing about the period, like I'm saying, like nobody can ever win too hard. And also it's like the Jedi just kind of suck, dude. Like, I don't know, man. They seem really underpowered for like what their high end is, and that's kind of a power problem with power scaling because it's like every story needs to have a specific scale in order for it to work, right? But like when you see four Jedi go into a room and nearly fail at something that one Miss Martian can do, I'm just sitting there like, dude, and these guys are the protectors of the galaxy. No, they have precognition and they can only kind of see the future. They all have to get into a room and think really hard. And it's like, that's not how it works in other forms of Star Wars. And it's like, obviously, it's not always going to be consistent. And maybe different Jedi have different abilities, but these are the masters, man.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the other times we've seen precognition, it hasn't really been intentional. Whereas in
Sure.
this case, I mean, I feel like, you have to trigger it somehow, and oftentimes it's triggered accidentally, but, they're trying to trigger it on accident on purpose, you know?
Yeah. Man, you got to be really highly trained to do that, I guess. And you need your pals with you. You definitely
Well,
need
yeah,
your
I mean,
buddies.
I feel like just like
They're like
the
playing Mad Libs
sensations,
with it.
they're playing telephone, and if you
Yeah.
say the magic word, you'll astral project into the future.
Shit, maybe. Yeah, it's kind of cool,
Musical chairs,
but like, yeah,
charge
I
games.
think there's way too much. Maybe it's because it's like a kids show or something. There's way too much incompetency going on, I think, and like these guys, not like the Republic had no military before the clones. That's number one. Number two, the Jedi are the generals, but even still, they're constantly outmaneuvered. Ahsoka loses her lightsaber in this season, which is crazy. She just has it snatched from her. She sees the guy running. Why doesn't she just force pull him? I know she's a Padawan, but jeez, man.
Hey,
Maybe if they
I
taught her
didn't,
how to use the dark side a little bit.
that wasn't one of the recommendations.
Man, but we're reviewing the entire season. I'm just saying, like, man, powers, like, I'm sure that powers are pretty consistent within the story. And obviously, when emotions are running high, people will get more powerful, yada, yada. But it's like, man, I don't know. Yeah, man, it's just, yeah, it's a little bit hard to see, there's another episode, where like Ahsoka, she's like sent on a mission with another Padawan into the whole Geonosian battle thing that
Yeah,
we talked about.
Barris, the
Yeah, they like she has a map, like she has the map memorized, and Ahsoka's still giving her lip, dude. It's like, man, come on, man.
yeah.
Yeah, man, there's just weird vibes all over the place. And then right after, man, I guess a little before that arc, you know, um, yeah, we'll give it to it. Yeah, it just feels like sometimes the force isn't as much of a factor as it should be. Maybe they're out of meter or something like that. Um, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that Barris and Ahsoka episode is really neat because it shows sort of the immorality of the whole Padawan system and how like
Yeah,
it's
they
really
were gonna
rare
leave
to
them to
care.
die.
I mean, like it's kind of rare in the Jedi Order to actually care what happens to the children.
Yeah.
Like Anakin's
They're
different
like,
for
dude,
that.
we have a list of like 100 kids. I'll just go get another one, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
like
we
they're
got some in the
literally
oven
like
too.
they are kind of like weapons, like in the name of peace, but like I mean,
What
who
peace?
who decided? Like I mean, who decided that this is what peace looked like?
Yeah, I mean, I guess Palpatine, he's the one who orchestrated the war, but even before then, I mean,
I mean,
Phantom
yeah, the
Menace doesn't get
Jedi.
super into the
Yeah,
politics. I mean, it does, but I was asleep, so I
the
mean, it's
Jedi were doing that
really
before Palpatine.
no, I mean like on the peace side, like was
Right.
it really peace? They were peacekeepers, but like I don't know, the whole role of the Jedi seems very off, man. And it's like, man, they should have watched My Hero, man. They should have been heroes, man. They could have shown him a thing or two. Because, like, what do you mean you're going to leave your Padawan in that bug building? You can sense her. What do you mean?
Well, yeah, and I think that that like showing that like Anakin is different from the Jedi because he genuinely like cares about like the people around him. He doesn't
Which
see
is,
himself and the clones and Ahsoka. He doesn't see them as tools. He sees them as people. But
yeah,
like,
man, what is this, Naruto?
but because he's different, being different is also it'll also make you kill a bunch of kids.
Honestly, dude, it's like, hey, what kind of logic is that, dude? It's like total horseshit,
And
dude.
that's
You
George
can't care
Lucas's
too
fault
much
for
because you're gonna
writing
kill
Revenge of the Sith
everybody.
after Attack of the Clones. I mean, I don't even know. I
Well,
guess
I
like
mean,
writing.
this
I
is
mean, they
written
made Anakin too
after.
nice. Maybe. I mean,
No, I mean, I think he has his moments of showing it, but I mean, I don't know if Mundy, I think it would have been funnier and like maybe hint more at Anakin's like dark side turn if he didn't care what happened to Ahsoka because she wasn't listening to him earlier, and the
damn.
other Jedi with him was like, yeah, no, we gotta go get him. You
No,
know?
Kiadi Mundy's like
Yeah, she doesn't
he's
care.
different. Uh, because
Well, what's the
he
girl's name? I've been saying
Luminara.
Monday. Luminara.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
Mundy's the
yeah.
one with the heart in
Yeah, no.
with the tall
Yeah.
head. He's the
Cause
only
I
Jedi
have a
allowed to
note.
procreate.
Yeah, I have a note here because his species is dying. But I have a note here that says Mundy, Annie, and Ahsoka are all war criminals, and they are. Every Jedi is a war criminal.
I
They do
mean,
not
yeah,
do a single
explicitly.
shit. Dude, man, they're fake surrendering. And in this episode, man, they're counting their kills. So one of them goes, I got about 67 kills. I don't know,
Six,
man.
seven bugs.
Dude, it's fucked up, dude. And they're just calling everybody a bug.
Yeah,
Man, those are
man.
Geonosians.
They
Their
got
name is
bug
Geonosian.
swatters, hitting them with the
Yeah,
bug
man.
swatters. Yeah,
Dude, that's
it's
crazy,
funny.
man. And it's like, what are we teaching our kids, man? This aired at like 7 a.m. on Cartoon Network on Saturday mornings, man. And I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. I mean,
man.
it's
It's
supposed to be like fun. Like, I mean, it's presented as like war propaganda, but there isn't really. I would say yeah, there isn't really anybody challenging the idea that of killing all the Geonosians.
no, man. They're
There's
just totally
nobody.
out on a genocide
Yeah,
mission.
we don't really get till Rebels where there's like one nice Geonosian. Well, I mean, I
Bro,
say
I'm
that
sure they're
there's
all
only
chill.
one because the rest of them are dead.
Bro, I think Jedi Survivor did a lot for me to like the Geonosians. Not only are the droids great, but the Geonosians have a lot of drip, dude, man. I used a lot of the Geonosian gear when I found it. I thought it looked cool.
Geonosian. I'm trying to remember any Geonosian gear
Well, I mean, you can
in Jedi
BD
Survivor.
out. You can Geonosian your BD, and he looks like kind of whimsical.
In Geonosian, your BD.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, like you just mean like the colors.
No, they have bodies as well, like
Oh,
BD
right, right, right.
bodies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah, those are yeah, yeah, battle droid inspired.
They're kind of Chinese coded, I say. I almost I wrote that, then I deleted it once I found out they're a hive mind. But even still, like,
I
man,
mean,
it's like,
George
dude,
Lucas
like,
definitely had a thing against the Asians while making the prequel.
yeah, man. And you've disproven this because I barely noticed the clones had an accent after a while, but they do. But like, it seems like no humans have any accents besides American, British, and I guess New Zealand. You know, but as well as that, almost every alien has a weird accent that can be vaguely assigned to some foreign group. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's just like,
Yeah.
dude, like
Oh my. Like the pirates, I guess, are sort of themed around. I guess I don't even know, like
probably like
Baghdad.
hmm. I was
Like
thinking there's like there's
thinking
a
the Middle
Turkish group I'm trying
East.
to think
Oh
of.
yeah, maybe the Turk. Yeah, maybe even Turkish. Yeah.
And
The yeah. No
God,
comment
the
on that.
Kondoks or something like that. I think they're like
Kondok
Kondak.
is fictional.
No, wait. Shit.
DC comics
Wait,
country.
wait. Let me look this up. They're like a tribe.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Actually, it could. I mean, yeah. It could be the name of the tribe also.
I mean the Kazakhs. I don't know what
Mm.
Kazakhs sound like, but they were super cool, man. They were in the Red Revolution, and they rode on horses and shot arrows at people. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, man. Kondoks, the Kazakhs are pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
You
Free
know,
conduct.
it's free Kondok, and
Man, that,
if you're Kazakh,
man, I don't
from
like.
Kazakhstan, if you're from
I don't.
Kazakhstan,
I didn't like it the
shout
first time I
out,
did it.
shout
I don't
out.
know why I did it a second time.
Yeah, I was just thinking of the new Fallout.
Yeah, man.
That's a Mexican song, I'm pretty sure.
Uh,
Anyway, yeah, I just like to get back into it. Yeah, it's just like the light side is just it's framed as like good, but it really is just cold indifference. And what Star Wars does is assign passion to evil, which I feel like isn't very good because especially since like a lot of the evil people you see are cold and impassionate about anything. Like it's not like it would be better if like Palpatine was like a Shigaraki type villain that just always enjoyed being evil, which he is, but not in the Clone Wars. He's barely having fun, which, he has to keep his mask on, I guess. But, man,
and there was that
yeah,
big
in the original,
lizard.
I think he's a lot better in the original series, definitely has like, that problem where like he always wins. There's a trope where it's like the villains always win trope. And it's like at the end of every cartoon episode, you have to show the villains going like, yeah, it's all going according to plan.
Yeah, I think that's definitely like definitely a feature of this show of that
Yeah.
character of just this whole the entire plot of just I mean it's a fake war, you know, orchestrated by one man. I mean that's the name of the show, and I mean it's his Clone War, his rules, not the asshole.
Yeah, man. I mean, but yeah, I mean, getting into some slight character talk, I think, let's just put the purple guy aside. And most of the characters in MHA are really strong, you know, and like comparing them to like Ahsoka, it's like Ahsoka definitely acts 15 more than they do. And I mean, even when they do, they have like a clear reasoning for it. Not to say Ahsoka doesn't. It's just, man, as I always enjoyed, like she definitely makes episodes more entertaining. Like she's fun and interesting, but I don't know, man. You can't be blundering like that all the time, dude.
You're
Like,
gonna get
man,
yourself killed.
yeah, dude. It's a miracle she makes it out alive.
This is a
See,
war.
they probably
Damn
should have
it.
killed her. Man, would have made more sense is if they just killed her, and that made Anakin all cross. And he's like, I don't
Oh
even care about the
man.
rest of these
Yeah, I
younglings.
think that
I'm
was
just
George
gonna kill
Lucas's
them
original
all.
plan, but Filoni Filoni thought she was too peak to kill.
Man, she's not peak now. I mean, shit, dude. Fucking, you
Yeah,
can recommend
something
Star Wars
something
till the end
dead
of time,
horse.
dude. They're never not making Star Wars.
I haven't even watched all of the Star Wars. I haven't watched Goonies Star Wars.
Yeah, but you've seen Ahsoka, though,
I have.
and
I
that
have
is
seen some of
not
it. I mean,
peak.
it's
I'm
Rebels
pretty
season
sure.
5, but if it got really bad in live action. I mean,
Yeah.
it has its strengths. Does it?
I don't
Does
know.
it?
I don't know. I definitely think Rebels was good.
Yeah, I like. I
But
like
the thing
Rebels.
is, I think yeah, that's just the era maybe. But I don't know. Maybe because they're focusing on less characters, but the feeling of nothing ever happens doesn't really apply to Rebels at all to me.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. For me, it. Hmm. It kind of. Well, I mean, yeah, they. I guess what you have to do, and I think what the better arcs of the later seasons of the Clone Wars do, is introduce side conflicts, like not necessarily the main conflict, because we already know how the main conflict ends. There's 3 movies about how the main conflict ends. Well, okay,
Yeah.
there's 3 movies about the main conflict. Uh, but when you focus on side stories about, like Darth Maul, Savage Oppress, the Mandalorians,
Great
things
name.
like that, you can you, you have more room to expand and
Grow and
yeah,
expand.
yeah, to
Yeah. But just to talk about MHA a little bit before yeah, it's just like very, very solid season. Man, Deku versus Todoroki, just the whole tournament arc is great for both Deku's character, Bakugo's character, and Todoroki's like for every character almost in it, because like they all have something gripping to do. Everybody has, something to work through, or some characters get worse. Like the whole central arc of the tournament for Deku is trying to, save Todoroki. Kind of, he wants to win, but he wants to save him as well. And I mean, it definitely shows how one thing can get in the way of another in that respect. You know, um, it's very rare in a tournament arc in an anime to have your protagonist lose in the second round, not in the final round. In the second round, and it's like, man, he had to show a lot to get there, man. He had the that whole bomb trick. That's sweet, man. I think one thing that MHA does really super well is like it gets the moments right, and whenever there's a fight, there's almost no meaningless fights in MHA. Like every single fight is used for character development. It's almost the gold standard in that way for me, because it's like I've seen so much superhero media where it's like the fights don't really fucking matter. But in MHA, every single move tells you something about the characters.
mm, mm, mm. Yeah.
Like taking it to like Deku versus Todoroki, man. He's freaking breaking, every single finger to just try to get to this guy who has such a great quirk, that he doesn't even have to move most of the time. And he only starts moving once Deku puts him on the back foot by breaking his arm. And it's like, and I don't know.
That
Actually, it's
hurts.
reversed. Yeah, I mean, and he punches him as well, a little bit after that. Yeah, that probably hurt him a little more. He didn't break the egg, which is great because he would have punched a hole clean through Todoroki like it was The Voice season 3. Would have been
Yeah,
kind of sick.
would have been a very tragic
Recovery
ending
girl,
for his
recovery girl,
mother's
and his
for
father. Yeah,
well, his father can go die in a fire.
he could go burn. Yeah, we.
All right.
All right,
Well,
all right.
yeah, I think
So like,
yeah
what do you
that
feel about like Endeavor and like Todoroki's family in this season? Like
well,
it's
yeah,
done
like I
really
said in
well
the
in it.
notes, Shoto mom tragic, or
Should have mom track it.
Shoto mom tragic. I mean, and it is, and I think it's very like believable, and very like I didn't quite tear up as I like I do in some later episodes and earlier episodes,
I mean, you did
but
the
like
first time we watched. I
yeah, man,
remember it. I saw you.
man.
I saw
I
you.
mean, I don't, I genuinely don't think I paid attention the first time we watched. Like, because I think because it was the
No,
sub.
I think I
I
don't
don't
know, man.
know.
You're just looking at the pretty pictures, dude. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
the first time we watched it though, my thing is like, how could you not remember? I was literally pausing and rewinding constantly. I mean, how could you not remember? You
I feel
basically
like you
watched it
explained it
three
to me
times the
after the
first times.
fact. I feel like you
Yeah,
explained it to me like a couple seasons later because I'd forgotten.
nah,
I was like, wait, so
there's no
what? So
way.
what did his dad even do that was so wrong? Like, what? He's just kind of mean.
Yeah,
He burns down buildings.
that's not true because they're constantly showing flashbacks in this show. It's something you said. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the flashbacks are actually pretty strong and
Maybe
only
they're
strengthen the
necessary for Cheds
emotional.
like me.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Oh, you know
They're
what keeps
very
happening? I
necessary.
keep thinking like that I remember something, or that like I'm like noticing a parallel, and I'm like, wow, this is like really like a subtle parallel that I'm noticing. But then like I remember that like, oh wait, no, the thing that I'm watching points that out. it tells me it is. I'm not
I
clever at
mean,
all. I'm just remembering the first time I watched this when it explicitly pointed out the parallel. Uh, so you know,
interesting, interesting.
it's the kind of writing that humbles.
I mean, I don't know. It humbles me. It's like, man, will I ever write something this good? I mean, dude, they had to nerf him, bro. They had to nerf him by adding Mineta. It's kind of crazy.
And setting it in high school.
I feel like the high school setting kind of makes sense. I mean, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, not to sound like the Jedi Order here, but maybe college is a little too old to tell this story. I mean, because, like, I guess we're college at age and following our dreams or something, but can you, um,
No.
but like, I feel like high school is the age where you're really focusing on athletics and, trying to prep yourself for a career, and in college, yeah, you do get specific training for that. But I mean, I don't know. Yeah, cop training starting at 14 is kind of crazy. I mean, I don't know.
But in a way, it does. I mean, it starts young. It starts in the house. I mean, they propagandize, through the Star Wars, and they tell you that they tell your kids that you're young enough for war, and you should try to get into it as soon as possible.
You're young enough to be in a war. It's
Yeah,
talk sticking, because all the old people stand on the sidelines. Man,
I've
Hero
never
Killer
seen Yoda take
Stain
a
would
bullet.
Hero Killer Stain would have a field day on the Jedi, bro. Like a character like Stain would be so good in Clone Wars. I mean, the closest thing you really have is Grievous, but it's not
Hmm.
like Grievous gives a shit about the fucking ideology of the Jedi or like,
Yeah, there's no.
Stain
Yeah,
is not only the catalyst for the audience to start thinking about, the ails of hero society, but he really gets
I'd
the
argue
villains thinking
Miss
about.
Midnight is.
Yeah, but he really gets the villains thinking about, man, why do I kill people? Why do I hate it here? You know, and I think that's a great question to ask. It's a question we should all be asking ourselves. And Stain does the only thing this podcast prescribes, and man, he starts, man, slicing them up, dude.
What? I don't. I mean, I don't think you should do
Stain was
that.
right?
You
Question
could
mark.
get hurt. You could get hurt.
Yeah, man, Stain got hurt, dude. He got, Stain gets jumped.
Yeah, man, you're gonna get
you
jumped
know,
if you try acting like that.
I
Keep your
mean,
nose
but
down.
noted though. I mean, it wasn't the adults that got him, man. It took 15 to 16-year olds to get him. Yeah, I mean, just a really good arc. Yeah, man, it's like you might get burned, but you gotta fight. You gotta fight regardless. And it's like, yeah, it's kind of like a light side, dark side thing here, but I think it's a little stronger in MHA because the the good guys in MHA are more focused on saving. Bakugo's really the only one who's kind of chuddy, and it's like the villains look at Bakugo's tenacity and his anger, and they think they can use it. That's something that gets noticed during the festival as Shigaraki's watching, and yeah, they're just completely wrong about that. That's something more for season 3. But it's like, I don't know. Most heroes seem super milquetoast. It's not even like they're like Bakugo or Endeavor, where they're just super angry and doing police brutality all the time. But like, or would be in Bakugo's case. But they're just like content to like kind of gently stop villains. And I mean, do they even gently do it? Like, we don't really see much hero work outside of All Might and like
Most
yeah.
villains are
I
incinerated.
And in Endeavor, yeah, in Endeavor's case, yes. But I mean, I guess yeah, this show gets into it a little bit more with like the internships and like especially that one filler episode, where we see what everybody was doing on their internships. But a lot of them were just doing advertisements, and some of them were training, yeah, but like I don't know. It's like you just go on patrol and you try to stop crime, and it's like, yeah, I think the show broadly does a good job of showing like good and bad for heroes and stuff, you know. But a lot of heroes are just so useless. They don't. It's like, man, you just go on patrol, catch one or two petty thieves, and get your massive fucking what do they call it in college? Man, they
Degree,
just added no, no, like in they just added like
job application.
no.
But
No, the
good.
NIL. They're getting their NILs. And then they're fucking off.
I feel like MHA is interested in showing the good in people and like talking about like why things are good and why good things happen. And I think at least the best Star Wars is at least in the best Clone Wars is I think what I'm interested in is seeing why bad things uh, happen or seeing I mean and not that MHA doesn't get into that. I guess MHA is a more
Yeah.
well-rounded show
Yeah. I mean,
overall.
I
I mean,
I
and
think
I mean, it's its only. I mean, it's its main thing. It's the main course, whereas Clone Wars is like I suppose supplementary.
the main course is that juicy Star Wars song in the outro, just to get you get fucking pumping, dude, get you nerds. But yeah,
Is that not?
I'll just say I think he only got to native when he did because of the cultural appropriation. That costume is not okay. You can't be wearing that. You can't be wearing that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I
His name
think
is
Clone Wars.
Native, like tentative, but it's
No, it was
native.
native. It's native.
But it's tentative, but it's native.
No, just native.
Oh, his name is just
Tomato.
native.
Yeah. I think, I
That's
I while
less
a lot
interesting.
of the episodes are kind of boring, especially like in the middle, like the Voyage of Temptation, such a stinker. Brain Invaders is a good episode. I mean, it's crazy. Just he goes. That's another episode. Just shows the Jedi's indifference towards life because Ahsoka kills like a bunch of clones that they fought with for like x amount of time, and Anakin, I barely asks if she's okay, and it's just like, good job, you did what you had to do. Okay, thanks. I guess,
This is
man.
war. Buck up.
Is book up. Yeah, I basically watched the entire season this week, and it's just like, man, I while I enjoyed myself, I didn't think I really laughed that much. I don't think it's that funny.
Yeah, it's not
I think
a
it's a solid
show for the
show.
laughs.
I see the potential, and I feel like that's where people were at the time.
Yeah,
I
first
don't
two
know if
seasons
it
are
was
definitely the
beloved.
weakest.
Yeah.
But I wonder if I'll say first three seasons are the weakest as we go on. The first four seasons are the
Yeah.
weakest, and
Well, you said
eventually,
the first two the first time, and
like,
eventually you'll get to the end, and you have to admit it's mid. It's
I mean,
mid.
it's just like the animation quality. There's like three eras of animation quality, and there's seasons 1 and 2 through like 2.5, and then there's seasons 3 through 6, and that's like a different era, and then season 7 to present. Uh,
Yeah.
well,
But
to similar animation.
yeah. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I just think, yeah, a lot of great arcs, I feel like it's all killer, no filler in an MHA, while like Clone Wars is almost all filler. I don't know. It's like you have to come up with killer filler, I
There's
guess,
definitely episodes
because
I skip. I'll say that. Yeah.
I mean, it's like, didn't you skip them the first time too? Like people have whole lists on Clone Wars of like what episodes to watch, what episodes not to watch, how to watch it in
I
chronological.
think the first time I watched it, I think well the first time I watched the first three seasons, I watched all of them, and then the second time I was like, well, I'm rewatching it, but like I'm just gonna watch the best bits, and then I'll start watching everything from 4 onward. Um,
Yeah. But like, when I go to rewatch MHA, I watch it all, man. Even the filler, which is like has to be
well, you
added. They
forced me
have
to
to.
skip the film.
Well, this time, well,
No, man,
'cause
last
we're on
time
a time
too.
crunch. Ah, man, we watched it. Like the internship filler, we definitely watched. On the boat. I'm on a boat. But
Picking
why
their
do you hate Tate
names.
Man? Why do you hate Tate Man?
I think, I mean, he's just, there's just so much wrong with him. And there's nothing right.
Nothing right. Anyway, yeah, we gotta wrap this up. So, yeah, we're gonna give this a quick ranking. I'd give Star Wars Clone Wars season 2 a peak mid. It's pretty good mid if you're gonna watch some mid.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd give MHA season 2 a mega peak. Sorry about that, but it's just what it is. Even with Mineta, I mean, I can excuse it. I can turn my brain off for that section, and not in the way that I enjoy it. But even besides Mineta, I feel like it's also a funnier show. I don't think this entire season of Clone Wars made me laugh intentionally ever. While there are some good bits in this, season of MHA.
Yeah, I probably agree. I don't know. I definitely am not coming to Clone Wars for the laughs.
Coming to it for that.
Just aura farming, just hype moments and
Yeah.
aura.
Hype moments and aura for sure, dude. I mean, yeah, just so many hype moments in the season of MHA. It's insane, dude.
What does Gen Z
Eh,
want? They want hype moments and aura. Bring back Zack Snyder.
yeah.
He knew what Gen Z wanted. He was right.
Well, Zack Snyder also has a lot of boring stuff in his shit. Yeah, I'm just trying to think if
Yeah,
we forget
true.
anything that we should mention on the outset. Oh yeah, and the season ends with a great tease for what's to come, man. Shigaraki he gets him by the neck in a freaking mall, man. It's like, dude, I mean, yeah, he's harassing children, really Jedi coded. But man, he needed answers. He needed answers, and he got him. It is really chilling for what's to come. And I mean, yeah, he doesn't really have much in the season, even though he is, again, my favorite character. But yeah, it's just like, dude, man, he's just always getting his ass kicked and, losing, which I think is really good. And he's not losing in the way Palpatine is losing, where he's like, oh, yeah, this is all going according to plan. No, man, he's really going through the ringer. And I think that's what builds a man up. It takes a lot of failure to become the person you're supposed to be.
There should be a video game that punishes you for sparing children's lives.
Like Bioshock.
Oh, well, I guess we'll get to it.
But yeah, thank you guys for listening. Hopefully we can, be a little bit more in depth next time. I think we got it all. I think we did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay.
Darn tootin'.
Darn tootin'. Shout out Yayarozo. Didn't mention that. Pretty good episode. Shit, dude. And that's about it. This kid's gonna be late to his D&D game.
Oh, oh.
All right. Well, see you on the flip. Toodles.